What is happening, everybody? Welcome to the show, Trivia Rogues Podcast. Billy, Don, Jeff, Rachel. Yes, I still pointed. I'm not worried about your thoughts. And, are you going to say something?
Nope.
Were you thinking it?
Yep.
Okay. And so, this will be, unknowing to me, the first of the two Christmas specials. So, when we talked about doing the Christmas special first time, we said, we can only do one show because after a while, we're going to run out of stuff to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, okay, we'll do one show, and, you know, the one for next time, that one will kind of just be whatever you want. If you want to do it Christmas-related, that's fine. If not, don't worry about it. And I was so sure that you two were not going to do it. And I have gotten...
Even though I told you I probably was.
Yeah, well, you usually think of your topics last second. I thought you weren't going to come up with something, so...
He was afraid you're going to leave coal in his stocking if he didn't.
Oh, he's going to get coal in his stocking regardless.
I know that.
He does.
Yeah, well, I know that too. I'm not an idiot.
That's why Don doesn't even put out a stocking. He's like, what's the point?
Right.
Yeah, he just puts out his grill opened up.
Yeah, he's like,
just put the coal in here. I get it.
now it's just like, well, thank you. I don't have to buy coal.
Oh yeah,
but it's a propane grill.
Because this is the first of the Christmas specials.
I can't win.
Because this is the first of the Christmas specials, we have decided don't adjust your dials or whatever you're doing. Nah, I'm old school. We have the Yule log.
Don't turn those knobs on your iPhone.
Don't get up and change that dial. But we have the Yule log in the background for a nice little
ambiance.
Snap.
Ambiance. Yes.
Snap crackle.
We all know that Don is not a super fan of it.
I'm not an at all fan of it.
Jeff,
why is that? I think there's nothing more peaceful than a nice fire.
Well, no. The real thing is great, but when you're recording audio and it sounds like you just poured a fresh bowl of Rice Krispies every 5 seconds, it's a little annoying.
I also like the sound of Rice Krispies.
Oh, well, good for you.
Rachel, what do you say?
It makes him think.
It makes me, I don't know why, but I feel really hungry listening to it, and I don't know what that attributes to. Like, maybe I'm thinking of s'mores or something being made, because my stomach is like, I'm hungry.
The Yule log.
She hears fire, she thinks of s'mores. She's a normal human.
Well, yeah, of course, but you know, the Yule log would sound more soothing if we spoke like we were on NPR or something.
Jeff speaks like he's on NPR.
Sometimes, when he's not yelling at you.
He was for a second though. He was trying to think. Well, I should say something really clever here, and then he went up to the plate and just took a huge swing and struck out.
Well, he didn't swing. That's the problem.
That's true.
He looked at a heater.
Like on the fire.
I thought the manager yanked me for a pinch hitter.
Yeah.
Ah, yes.
You have to talk really quietly like this.
And now, we're going to talk about something.
No, apparently nothing.
I swung out too. Or I swung
out.
And now we will talk about sloth poop. And why it's good for you.
Why it's good for you?
Mm-hmm.
The new facial.
There we go. Coming up, do bees think? All right. So, let's go ahead and jump into the first segment of the day. We are going to... Rachel loved that one. We are going to talk about a quiz.
Keep thinking of the bee.
We're going to talk about a quiz, or are we going to do a quiz?
No, we're going to talk about it first.
Okay.
You guys want to do a quiz?
Here's the history of quizzes.
Okay, well then we are ending the show.
Moving on to Don's.
Now listen to the Yule log for another hour.
Right.
I wonder if there is a podcast that just has Yule logs going all the time. I would listen to it.
God, I hope
There's
so.
definitely a TV station.
A TV station?
Yeah, there's at least a couple versions that I've seen.
Yeah,
I like the one where the little people run in front of the Christmas tree.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, we have our tradition. We didn't do it.
What?
Because we're doing it early because of Shauna again. Shout out. We're doing our stuff early so that people have it for their trivia night.
Right.
But we usually have the one on the TV of the one with the dogs and the cats and the pigs.
Oh, right.
Running around.
Right.
All right, so the first and only non-Christmas item that we have on the docket for the next 2 weeks is the first quiz on music.
Christmas music?
Huh?
Christmas music?
If you think about it that way, but it's not going to matter.
Songs from Die Hard.
But anyway, I was
Sing it in the form of a carol.
no, actually, it's a. I was looking.
No,
at,
actually, I don't want to.
How
no,
about no?
actually, screw you. So what happened was I was looking at some sheet music or something like that, and I realized, wow, I don't know if a lot of people know the music basics.
Wow. Just thrilling story.
All right, so here we go. Music basics. You guys can all work together. Number 1. When looking at sheet music, you will always see numbers at the beginning of the piece. For example, 4/4, 3/4, 2/3. What is this called?
The timing?
Time signature.
That is correct.
Yeah.
Time signature, not the timing.
Yeah, silly me.
Yeah.
That's looking
idiots.
under an engine.
I was so wrong.
All right. On the treble staff, from bottom to top, the lines stand for what notes? Do you remember, Don?
EGBDF.
That's correct. E, G, B, D, F. Or every good boy
Does.
deserves fudge.
Does fine.
Oh, okay.
Or does fine, either way. E, G, B,
I heard it that way too, Dan.
DF.
Just, you know,
That's the classic way. Not.
we know who the fudge lover is.
Yeah.
And how about... Yeah, for sure. And how about the spaces, Don?
Face.
That's correct. F-A-C-E. Face. We can agree on that one.
Mm-hmm.
There's really nothing to dispute there, though.
No.
All right. What musical scale has no sharps... I'm sorry, scales has no sharps or flats?
The pentatonic.
No.
Oh, that's a good word, though. I like that word.
It's a letter scale. 2 letter scales.
Oh.
Jeff, you got anything? Rachel?
Nope.
All right. The C major scale has no sharps, no flats. The A minor scale also.
Why is that?
Math.
Just because of math might play a part in it, I guess, but I wouldn't call it that. But like, so because of how scales are laid out, it's like whole step, half step, and that it goes in an order. And if you follow that order when you're starting with C, it does not touch any of the black notes on a piano, for instance. And the black notes are sharps and flats. Your white keys are your actual notes.
Mm-hmm.
So by following that half step, whole step, half step, whatever it is, it's been a long time for me. But that will give you just white notes. Good? And then your key of G has 1 sharp. Then it goes up from there. Okay?
Sure.
Okay. I didn't number these. I don't know why. There's dots. So,
Dot number 3.
Number dot.
dot number 5? Okay. Presto and largo are terms associated with what?
Magicians?
I was going to say magic.
Presto, presto, presto. Or pasta makers.
Ah. Bam.
I actually think
Speed.
I think
Sauce
it's,
makers.
I think it's sound. Like loudness or softness.
Oh, okay. I thought it was
I
speed,
think.
but
He hasn't said yet.
I realize that.
He's got that blank look on his face.
I have
like, you guys
headphones.
are idiots.
Okay, what is it?
He thought it was speed, and I
One
thought it was...
of them is correct.
I think it's speed, but I'm always wrong. So, but I'm sticking with mine. This is where we branch off, Jeff.
The
I'm gonna
correct
stick with
answer is tempo
Ah, yes.
or speed of music.
Boomski.
Traditionally, what are the 4 instrument families?
Brass, woodwind, percussion, and what's the other one?
Well, you'd think that would be easy, wouldn't you?
Considering that this
Wind.
is the...
Wind, woodwind.
You said
No,
woodwind.
winds.
You said that.
Did I?
Yeah.
Woodwind, brass, percussion.
Don, you only play this type of instrument.
Stringed?
There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Strings.
I don't know how I forgot that.
I don't know either.
Is
Got a
it
mandolin hanging on the wall. That wasn't a...
I was overthinking it, yeah.
All right. Number next. I'm just kidding. I
Number
cannot
next.
keep track of these. On paper, how does an eighth note differ from a quarter note?
because it's an eighth?
That's true. That's true.
You mean, what, you mean in looks or in...
In looks.
Oh, it's got one more of those little flaggy things.
Yeah.
It's got one more of those little flaggy things.
Or maybe it's completely colored in. Whole, half. Yeah, it's got 2 flags.
Yeah.
It's got one flag.
Wait, what are you asking specifically?
How does an eighth note differ from a quarter note? If you put a quarter note and an eighth
The
note,
eighth note has 2.
no.
I
Your
thought it
quarter
did.
note is your one single beat.
Mm.
So then your eighth note has one flag. Because you have a whole note.
Oh, it goes down. That's right. Wait, didn't I say eighth note had 2?
Yeah, so did I.
And it's got one flag down. You have a whole note, which is just the circle without the stem, right?
Yeah.
Then you have a half note, which is a
Half.
it was like the one you said, it's not colored in, and a stem. A quarter note is one stem and colored in. Then an eighth note is colored in, one stem, one flag. Then 16th is 2 flags.
Oh, 16th is 2. Okay.
Yep.
I was
32nd is
just
3.
I was just off one. Okay.
Yeah. All right.
You were still playing Largo.
Yeah.
Presto.
I was going quite Largo.
Temperature of your pasta.
All right. On a grand staff, what 2 symbols start every line in sheet music?
You mean like the treble and the bass clef?
The clefs.
That's correct. Treble and bass. Sometimes they do this for fun and trivia. A treble clef is also known as a G clef. And then a bass clef is also known as an F clef.
So as long as we're talking basics, what is the difference between a treble and a bass clef?
Bass clef, simply put, treble is typically, for instance, I like to think of it best as the right hand, left hand for piano. Anything on the treble, you're typically playing with your right. Anything on the bass, you're typically playing with your left. However, that's not always the case because sometimes you can be playing on both bass clefs.
Does that mean bass is lower?
Bass is lower.
Yeah.
So you have basically what you have is you have your treble clef and your bass clef, and then there are some, I think, 3 imaginary lines in between, but then it's basically encompassing more space so you can play something without having to shift over or something like that.
Right. Yeah, because you got to fill in the lines in between if you use them, right?
If you use them, yes.
Ads. I forgot about stupid YouTube.
I'm like, what the hell was that?
Yeah, no kidding.
Cut out so many ads.
Oh, that's hilarious.
That was pretty funny.
I think you should keep that.
Yeah, we'll keep that in. Why
We'll
not?
keep that one in, maybe. And probably all the rest because we're lazy.
Oh, well,
Depends on where they fall.
You're welcome, Hershey's.
I just love the looks of everybody. We're like, wait, what?
Oh, I knew immediately. Like, stupid YouTube.
Don, how many beats does a half note receive?
Oh, I know that one.
Do you?
He gave that. You just
2?
gave it away.
That's correct. And a whole?
4.
That's correct.
So you just told us a quarter was 1 beat.
I already knew that, Jeffrey.
I did too. I watched his instructional video.
He has an instructional video.
I did.
You've never
I did
seen
one.
this?
No,
I thought you were there. He brought his VHS tape that he.
Oh, for like a class project?
I guess I did bring it. I don't know if I
Well,
brought it. I don't know.
not
if
the
I,
way you mean it.
Was that for a class project?
Yeah, it was like his
Yeah.
senior year.
Oh,
back when
man.
his hair was down to his butt.
You know what I did for that one?
Yeah, I haven't shown that on
No.
that yet.
How to do an oil change. That was my instructional
You took it
video.
to work.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
I probably could learn a lot from that.
No, yes. This is what a wrench looks like.
All right, we have the last 2 working here. All right, we're gonna go over some terms. Actually, no, I'm probably gonna give you guys the terms unless you guys want to try and guess them. But this is just stuff that might come up, and hopefully that you can be able to remember.
Give us the definitions.
Um.
Because that's what would
Okay.
probably come up in trivia.
Sure. Okay. The text of an opera. So, like, let's just say, like, the lyrics or whatever of an opera.
Is it Italiano mumbo jumbo?
Ooh, you're so close.
The script.
Not bad. No, that's not correct.
I wouldn't have known this either way.
Another fancy word for script.
Agreed. It is libretto. It's not
That
familiar?
word actually came to mind, but I was like, what would that